Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I am your host, Comic Book Bob. I'm joined as always by my good friend, Hollywood Frank. You can find us here every week, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you all of what we think is the best news in wrestling. This week one was awesome. This week
was man, a lot. But
this coming week's gonna be a lot of excitement this weekend, man.
Especially Friday night. Maybe.
I'm gonna tell you, man, if it doesn't happen, I wouldn't want to be AEW. But yeah, interesting week. This guy, we got a lot of stuff to get into, guys. But first, let's go ahead and check out everybody's in the crowd. Maldacito is here early. He gave me the wave. He said he's in his car as usual. Hicks Villain said, "Sup? What's up?" As a matter of fact,
what's up?
Sup?
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 Hello.
What's up?
what's up? I gotta fix that I gotta get that thing off the bottom where it says NXT Night 2, because that's from all the way back when we did that watch party for NXT. But anyway, guys, everybody that's here, everybody that comes in later, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm seeing a Punk no shows, we riot. That's pretty much what I think everybody feels like. But yeah, man, it's but here's the thing, man. Like Punk's been dropping all these little cryptic things on his Twitter and stuff like that. So at this point, do you think it's pretty much just a foregone formality? You think he's pretty much locked in for this weekend? Because there've been so many false starts in the past.
I think it's like a 90% that he'll be there Tuesday or Friday. I mean, but you got to leave some doubt that they might push it to the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not, because it's going to be in Chicago for the pay-per-view a couple weeks from now, because I think it's the 5th or 6th, whatever that Sunday is.
Yeah, it's like I think it's the 5th of September.
Yeah, and you and I were talking about it earlier. Is maybe there'll be some more hints about something went tomorrow night.
Yeah,
on Dynamite.
Yeah, like they might drop some more hints, like Darby's been doing, or something like that, or something like that. But given the state of way things are going, for one, it would be a big shot in the arm for Rampage. It would definitely be. I mean, Rampage did pretty well. I think they debuted at like 750,000.
Something like that.
And that time. Here's the thing that we've been talking about this ever since AEW, since Dynamite had to go there during the playoffs. That's a tough time spot, man. That Friday time spot is rough. I mean, rough.
It is, but I mean, you watch Raw for 3 hours. I mean, if you watch Raw Monday night for 3 hours, now you got an extra hour of wrestling on Friday night. Same time. So from 8 to 11.
Yeah, and like we said, that would be a huge shot in the arm for that show. When we'll talk more about that show in a minute here. Marcia said, "I hope so. If not, he might as well move to Cleveland so we can never hear from him again." Taking shots at Cleveland. That's okay. That's okay, man. That's okay. We get it. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But man, this weekend, oh my God. So this weekend we had, like we said, we had the debut episode of Rampage. We'll get into that. We had the first live show, the live pay-per-view style show for New Japan in the United States, New Japan Strong. Frank and I both live streamed that. You can check that out on the channel here. It was really fun, really fun show. Some really cool surprises on that show, and we'll talk about that some more. And then also AAA, dude, a lot of news coming out of AAA because of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, showing up and escorting his future son-in-law Andrade down for his match against Kenny Omega. Dude, there was so much ins and that. There was so much backstage stuff that happened during that. We'll get into that. And there was a new one that was actually thrown in today. And but also one of the big pieces of drama, Charlotte Flair, who was promoted for WWE's Super Show over the weekend. They were promoting Charlotte in Charlotte. So then the Super Show goes off, and there's no Charlotte in Charlotte. Charlotte basically went, nope, and she went to the AAA show to be there with Andrade. So the future WWE Women's Champion, Vince's favored girl, basically noped out of her scheduled appearance, and all hell broke loose because of it.
Basically gave the Stone Cold salute to Super Show.
Yeah, pretty much. But all right, so what do you want to start with? You want to start with Rampage or
start with the best, man.
Let's start with Rampage.
First showing ever, Rampage, 1 hour every Friday night from
4-man announce team.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. Did they say
there were 3 matches?
Yeah, there were 3 matches, but I'm trying to remember. Is the 4-man announce team, is that a solid going forward, or is that just Jericho was on that for that little bit?
I think it was just on for that little bit. I don't think he's going to be full time on Rampage.
Yeah, because I don't like that. We'll get into it, Hicksville, and there was a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama, and there's a lot of drama going forward into SummerSlam. So, but I was not a fan of the 4-man announce the team when they had it. I think there's too many voices. So for the show, it was Jericho, at least until the Jericho match. It was Jericho, Mark Henry, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur, right?
Right.
Okay. I think personally, if you're going to use him in that capacity, I think it should be Excalibur, Mark Henry, and Paul White. I think that's who should have been on that show. Those 3 guys. Because Paul White's actually I actually caught a little bit of elevation. Paul White's gotten better. Paul White's dead. Yeah, they definitely can lose Jericho. Unless he's going to lose the labors and he's going to become an announcer, then you could have a 3-man with Jericho on it. Four's too much. Like I'm actually one of those people that feels like announce team should only be 2 people. You know, like back in the day, like the way it used to be. The 3-man, like the 3-man that they have on Dynamite works. They have basically the same team. 2/3 of the same team on Rampage. I feel like if you've got all these people, you need to put the new people on the new show. So right. Paul White and Mark Henry did a great job. Like for his part, he did a really good job, I felt.
You have Paul White might be wrestling here soon.
Yeah, but he's only going to do like 1 match.
Right. But yeah. You got him on elevation with Schiavone right now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. They're stretching Schiavone really thin, man. He's on 4 different shows now.
Yeah,
he's on.
They had his son up there too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Paul's improved, and with more reps, he could be consistently good. That's why I'm saying put him on this other show with Mark Henry, who Mark Henry did a great job. Paul White's been getting better. You got to have Excalibur because Excalibur is the play-by-play guy. You know, he's the play-by-play guy. He's the guy that knows all the moves. He knows all the wrestlers. He knows the ins and outs. He is the new Jim Ross, basically. He knows all the history and all those things.
Yeah. Friday, the AEW debut of Ryback.
Ryback.
I don't know if that
dude. Can you imagine?
I don't know if that guy's ever going to wrestle again.
Someone put out that thing where right after Punk left WWE. Remember when they had a show in Chicago and they played his music and everyone thought he was coming out and it was Paul Heyman. Remember that? Everyone's saying, what if they did something like that on this show, man? They would burn the friggin' place down. They would kill everybody before they could leave the ring. after watching Elevation, Eddie Kingston should never be on commentary ever again. You didn't think he was that bad?
Yeah, Mark Henry does a great job. I mean, with his Busted Open, he does.
Yes,
he's once or twice a week over there.
He was really animated.
He's got so much time. He's talking to fans and being on a mic that it's just like natural for him.
Well, and not only that, but he was really, you could tell he was like really excited. Like he was really animated. And he was pretty on the spot with his calls. So,
well, he's getting a chance to actually do something.
Yeah. He's like, I've been sitting here all this time. But anyway, debut episode for Rampage. I thought it was really good. I gave it if I had to give it like a rating, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Omega versus Christian. I don't want to hear anybody else talking crap about Christian's old. Like, why are these? Christian put on, and now, granted, he's in there with Kenny Omega. He's in there with a guy that can really help, elevate him. But their match was great, and like I would give it like a 4-star match.
Yep.
A lot of energy in it. Kenny looked good. Someone actually pointed out that, interestingly enough, every time Kenny Omega loses a championship, he's always accompanied to the ring by the Bucks. It's always whenever somebody else accompanies him, he wins. But like whenever he has his big losses, it's always the Bucks. But then I pointed out, I was like, yeah, but there have been a couple defenses of the AEW championship so far where the Bucks were the guys that came out to do the save and he won. So, but I just thought it was funny that someone tried to make that assessment. But interestingly enough, this was always the plan. It was always the plan for him to drop the Impact title to Christian, and they've announced that Christian is he's going to be doing the Impact tapings. They're retiring the TNA belt, so it's going back to just being the Impact belt. Okay, so now this is another argument. Someone said that the only problem with Christian winning is that it really gives the middle finger to Impact's top guys. Well, according to some reports, they put it to some of the Impact, they put it to who's the guy? He's defending the belt against somebody. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they put it to that guy. They put it to Sami Callihan. They put it to Moose, and they basically said that they were okay with it because they know that he's not going to hold that belt for long, guys. Okay. Right. Kenny actually held it, from what I understand, Kenny actually held it longer than he was supposed to. He was actually supposed to drop the belt like a month ago, but Impact actually said, no, just like hang on. A lot of it is because Impact's, they're just now starting to get people in the arena. And they were just now starting to set up, get ready to start doing live shows and stuff again. So I think what it was is they were hoping to keep that AEW rub on them until they could start getting out there and, getting more eyes on their product. And not only that, but Kenny is stretched so thin. Like they had to do something for the guy. I mean, the guy was he's doing AEW shows. He's doing AAA shows. He's doing Impact shows. And the guy's he was working injured for like a couple of months. So God only knows what his health state is right now.
Yeah, I think what gives the middle finger to Impact's top guys worse than Christian was Tessa Blanchard being champion.
Well, see, that's a plus and a minus thing because they put the belt on their biggest star at the time, which I can understand that. And I can understand the novelty of it, but the novelty of it wore off really fast. And it also creates a problem. Like I think it injured their women's division more than it did anything else. Because it's like, well, Taya Valkyrie, because I think at the time Taya Valkyrie was either Taya Valkyrie or Jordan Grace. That was the women's champion. They beat Tessa. So if they beat her and she's on the men's roster beating the guys, why aren't they up there wrestling the guys too? Because they beat her. And if they can beat her, they can beat them. So you create this problem where you weaken both your divisions. But anyway,
it'd be like putting a Raw title on Charlotte.
They've talked about that, dude. But anyway, it was a really good match. Of course, the Elite tried to pull some shenanigans. I thought it was a really good, fun match. It was a really fun paced match. What did you think about? Okay, so I'm in the minority on the Miro versus Fuego del Sol match. Nobody had any hope that guy was going to win. No way Fuego was going to take that belt off Miro.
No way.
So I'm kind of watching this match and I'm going like, this match is an absolute squash.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like Fuego came out and he did it was weird because they put out that thing where like how Miro has a weakness against the tornado DDT. Not the tornado DDT. What is it? Was the move that he's always going for? The flying, not the flying, the Hurricane Rana.
Oh, okay.
And he hits him with it like 3 times, and he hits him with it twice in a row, and then he goes for a third time, and then Miro basically murders him. it was, and after that, he was just basically killing him. I love Miro. I think he's awesome. The tornado DDT. Yeah, it is the tornado DDT. That's right. And but Miro just destroyed him, and then they gave him the contract anyway. And I'm like, well, what was the point of the match? You know, I mean, I don't know, man. That match didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It just seemed like a filler match.
Yeah, and Fuego is crazy over too. Like he's super, super, super over. Best Impact champion was Penta. Oh well, and speaking of Penta, we'll talk about the AAA, the Triplemania news coming out there, but that was I felt like that was the weak part of the show. Britt versus Red Velvet was pretty much exactly what we expected it to be. I did think it was cool that Jamie Hayter came out at the end. She looks, dude, she's freaking jacked. Yes. Holy crap, dude. Like she got some guns on her, man. But it was a solid women's match. A lot of props to Britt Baker for working with a broken wrist.
Yeah. Hey, you're in your hometown. You gotta
oh, dude, she had the biggest pop of the night. Like no question. Like no question. She got the biggest reaction of the night.
She should.
And that was it. That was the 3 matches. And she had, yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, and like you said, I mean, she headlined. Now, so some people are upset that she was the headliner, and I'm like, dude, she's one of the most over people in the company. It's her hometown. Why wouldn't she be the main event?
Right.
The Miro match. Yes, that's what I'm saying, though, man. It was like it don't get me wrong. Like I get the feel good moment in a whole thing where he got his contract anyway, but it was like, you know, the whole point of the match was that he had to win to get a contract. So, and then not only that, but it like after like the first couple of minutes, it turned into a friggin' monster squash, and it was like I don't know. I just felt like a useless match to me. But
you know, it's also the way Hicksville. It's also the way they put people like, you know, they got Britt as a heel, and they have her with some kind of championship celebration, but then they bring out Nyla Rose with Vicky. Like,
I didn't understand that booking.
Like what?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the Bret Hart thing. Like whenever Bret was in Canada, he was their hero. So it was like they put him over like a hero there. Same thing with Britt. She's super over. She's in her hometown. You put her over like she's the babyface. I have no, dude. I get it, but I'm like. I'm watching the match going like, does anybody think that he has any chance of winning this? So it's like, I'm like, don't put stipulations on matches if you're just going to be like the end of like, oh, we're going to do it anyway. That's WWE shit.
Yep.
Okay. So, but I get it. And I like Fuego. I think he's like, I watch Being the Elite and I watch Sammy Guevara's blog and everything. I think he's fun. I'm just saying that's not the match to put him in, dude. You're basically feeding him to a bear. So,
yeah.
But no, overall, I'd say Rampage was a success, man. I thought Britt and Red Velvet's match was good. I hope she's done with Red Velvet though.
A bear with a nice double jointed wife.
Dude, those freaking his promos are so good, man. His promos are awesome. I love for my God, for my double jointed, my super hot wife that I have sex with every night. Yeah, that's true, and I get that. I'm just saying from like my brain, from a booking standpoint, it makes no sense. But all right, let's move on from Rampage. I don't want to go on too long. New Japan Resurgence, man. We had a lot of fun reacting to this thing. Yeah, it was fun. The young Lions, the opening match, Fredericks versus Coughlin. And the cool thing was the opening match, like the mid-card matches, they didn't go on too long. I think the longest one was about 16, 17 minutes. And that was the 5-man, the 10-man tag match, I mean. Opening match, Fredericks versus Coughlin. Those guys are always fun to watch. Rosser Romero and Wheeler Yuta versus TJP, Clark Connors, and Ren Narita. That was fun. The 10-man. You said you really liked this match.
I did.
I thought it was okay. Man, you get into those 10-man matches like that. Eventually, they all just turn into scrums. That's exactly it, man. Those promos he does are awesome. But yeah, man. Dude, I just want him to I want him to go in now that Archer doesn't have the U.S. title. I want him to go after the TNT title. I want him and Miro to have a series of matches. I really want to see those two guys go at it because Archer put on a great match this weekend. Yeah. BT and Sammy's blog controls 40% of AEW. Pray that Ethan Page's vlog doesn't catch on. Dude, I like Ethan Page's vlog. Ethan Page's vlog is fun, dude. He goes on those toy hunts and stuff. But
10-man can get convoluted at times, but I think they kept the pace up really well and nothing got bogged down where it's like, hey, because sometimes you can see those big matches where it's like the guys are all standing there waiting for somebody to make that move, either Hurricane Rana or something off the top rope or something. They're like all standing there waiting or do that tope suicida. That's what I meant.
Tope suicida.
And they're all standing there waiting.
Yeah.
And it gets like, oh my God.
Yeah. Now that's something that New Japan does that I do like is they don't do setups like that. It's just everything. It's they do that thing where one guy comes in, hits one guy, and then the other guy comes and hits that guy, and then the next guy comes and hits that guy. They do that thing. But most of the time they don't do the thing where it's like everybody mills around outside like a bunch of geese waiting for someone to set their move up. Which I hate that, by the way. I freaking hate that. That's something AEW really, really gratefully they have cut down on it a lot. But I do like how this set up Lawler versus Leo Rush, which did a good job of setting that up. Which I mean, is he still retiring or is he done or what the hell is his deal?
Who knows with the little guy? I mean,
he's really talented in the ring, but the dude seems super mercurial.
Hell, man, Elias was going to call child services on him one time when he was with Lashley. Come on,
I mean. That's pretty funny, actually. But the cool thing about the end of the match, Yuya Uemura stuck around and was talking to the crowd. Katsuyori Shibata came out, gave him an LA Dojo shirt, and they left together. That's awesome. I love that. I love that he's part of the LA Dojo now. I love that his excursion is going to be here in the U.S. We could very well see him end up on Dynamite for some matches, which would be awesome because I really like Yuya Uemura. I think that guy's going to be a star. The next of our upper card matches, we had Juice Robinson versus Hikuleo. This was so. Here's the thing. I called this one wrong. I thought Hikuleo was going to get the win here.
Yeah.
But Juice Robinson did end up taking the win. Crowd was not into this match.
Nope.
Okay, so he is sticking around then. He got medically cleared to continue working. Okay. Well, I thought the whole reason he was leaving was a mental issue. So, well, who knows, man? But that's cool. Hey, that's cool, man. Like I said, he's fun to watch in the ring. Crowd wasn't really into this match. I did find out that part of the reason why the crowd wasn't as loud is because they didn't have the crowd mic'd up, like most shows do, so that you could really hear them. Plus, it was outdoors, so that cut down on it. And then apparently, that situation with the microphone, with the mics, that was due to there was like a private party that was in another section of the Coliseum that was screwing with the audio. So, but not only that, but these guys, unfortunately, they had this match was in that middle between like right after that 10-man. So apparently they said that the crowd started getting into it towards the end. I thought it was a pretty good match. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the best, but Juice Robinson's a lot of fun to watch. Hikuleo's a freaking monster. And dude's freaking gigantic. He's 6'8". He's 6'8".
Just needs to be a little bit more cut. If he could be a little bit more.
Dude, can you imagine if he hit the gym like all these guys that got released by the WWE have been and just got freaking jacked to the gills? That dude's 6'8" coming out there, man. Private Party was there. That's just mean, dude. But Juice Robinson got the win on that one. I thought that was a decent match, but like I said, it didn't seem like everybody was like super into it. Next match.
I would like to see Hikuleo use some of the moves that his dad used to use.
Yeah, like that would be interesting. You know. Yeah,
if you don't know, his dad is Haku.
Yeah, his dad is Haku. God, it's a freaking legit monster, dude. His dad, dude, their dad, like the stories about their dad is just we consider for hours just talking about the crazy stuff that guy's done. But all his sons are just mean, nasty dudes.
Yeah, you can always pipe the music in on TV like you do with WWE.
Yeah, that's lame. Don't do that. But yeah, like that this is, they said because it was an open air theater, I guess the crowd was mic'd up, but the mics weren't working. And like they had some mic issues through the show. So, but I don't want to dwell on this too long. I'm gonna get through this. My match of the night though, man, Tomohiro Ishii versus Moose.
Oh yeah,
dude. You want to talk about a good old fashioned just punch him in the mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Tonga. Yep. Their pops is a friggin' legit beast. He's like a legit legend. But man, Moose versus Ishii, dude. I mean, when these guys were working stiff, and I mean they were working stiff because when Ishii laid that forearm into him and he hit him so hard, the sweat just went poof, just popped off of him. I was like, God dang, man. This isn't Minoru Suzuki here. But dude, Moose, good Lord, dude. That guy has improved so much.
That guy can move. He can get up in the air.
Yeah, man. Dude, for like as big a dude, he's 6'4", and I think he's like 260 pounds. That dude's jumping. Like, dude, when he did that move, he jumped on top of the friggin' turnbuckle. He's just like 2 steps, just boom, boom. He's there. I was like, holy shit. But dude, Moose, like I said, he has improved. Like I always said that Moose, outside the ring, that dude had everything. But the minute he stepped in the ring, you could see that he was suspect. But over the last like year and a half, man, that dude is seriously improved. And they just had a beat down. And I 100% thought Ishii was losing this match. 100%. And there were so many near falls in this match. It was ridiculous.
And they were chopping each other all.
Oh my God. I love Ishii is one of my favorite wrestlers. And like I said, I told you before that match, I was like, this dude does not have bad matches. And yeah, dude, he ain't called the Stone Pitbull for nothing, man. He leaned out. Yeah, he did. Yeah, because he was like, I think originally he was like 260. I mean, he was like 270 or something like that. He might not be 260 anymore. He might be like 245, 250, something like that. But yeah, he leaned out, and it really did help him out a lot. But yeah, this was and to be honest, man, this was my favorite match of the entire night. It was just so awesome. But it was like just an absolute freaking banger, man. But the cool thing that happened is after this match was over, and by the way, Ishii beat Moose with the Brainbuster, which was freaking dope as hell. Will freaking Ospreay making his return after 4 months. Dude, that promo he cut was just fire. It was so good. He basically, and dude, he what he said was true, man. He's talking like, he said, I broke my neck for this company. I was out for 4 months. They stripped me of the title. John Moxley had the belt for over a year, didn't defend it at all. Like he was like Ospreay is so good, man. He's so freaking good. He pulls out his version of the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and then makes the statement that he's not going back to Japan. He's going to stay in the U.S. He's going to defend the belt here, and that's going to be awesome, man. So we're going to see him on Strong. We'll see him on some Strong shows. Starting Friday, Strong is going to be in front of live crowds too.
Nice.
So that's going to be awesome. But yeah, dude. And then he called out the LA Dojo guys, talked some shit with TJP, and dude, Ospreay is legit, man. I really, and he mentions AEW, so yeah. We could be getting some shows in AEW. We could be getting him with doing some matches in AEW. Man, it's awesome. Yeah, the Rhodes family neck tattoo belt. Man, they're never gonna live that thing down. Cody should just go get that lasered off. He's never gonna live that friggin' thing down. But that was awesome. Next match, John Moxley and his mystery partner, who turned out to be Yuji Nagata, took on Gallows and Anderson. This was an okay match. I think a lot of people were disappointed, actually, because here's the thing. When you do the whole mystery partner thing, the person coming in, like you build that stuff up in your head. You know what I mean? So we had all this time to build. It was like, who could it be? Because one of the reason why I thought that his mystery partner was going to be Sami Callihan. And the reason for that is, a lot of people don't know this, but Moxley recently filed for a copyright on their old tag team name, which was the Switchblades. He used to be in a tag team with Sami Callihan called the Switchblades. So he filed for that, and I was like, oh, there you go. That's his mystery partner. It's going to be Sami Callihan. And I like Yuji Nagata. Yuji Nagata is a freaking legend, man. You want to see some badass matches, go watch his matches with Minoru Suzuki and watch these two old guys beat the living shit out of each other. But they said that, according to, like I said, couldn't really gauge the crowd from the video because, like I said, they weren't mic'd up or anything. No, Moxley did not come out the way. He came out to his Death Rider music from New Japan. He has different theme music in New Japan. But it was a solid match, but what was cool is what happened after the match, which, by the way, the Good Brothers won.
Yeah.
My boys, the G-O-D.
G-O-D.
Breaker. Dude, they came out, got in the face of the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers backed off. It's going to happen, man. Bullet Club versus Elite. It's coming. I can't friggin' wait, dude. I can't friggin' wait. So much cool stuff. And that was the cool thing about this show, man, is there was so much crossover between this thing. You had guys from Impact. You had guys from AEW. You had guys from New Japan. I mean, all this stuff that all these companies that are working together, and we'll talk about AAA here in a minute. It's all coming together, man. It's so freaking cool. Look, you throw a show in LA, home of PWG and the dojo, of course, everyone's going to have a wish list of wrestlers it was never going to satisfy. Here's the thing. Fans of New Japan, they were not disappointed with this choice.
No.
Yuji Nagata, New Japan fans love Yuji Nagata, like Yuji Nagata. I love Yuji Nagata. It's the it's AEW fans and it's Impact fans who don't really know who Yuji Nagata is. They're the ones that are like, well, wait a minute, how come it wasn't this person? Was it, oh, that's bullshit. And you're right. The other sons of yeah, dude, man. Tama Tonga Tongaloa. The God, my boys. My opinion, the best tag team in the world. But you're right. There was always going to be a portion of people who were not going to be happy about it, not going to be satisfied with it. But like I said, and that's on me. Finding out about the copyright and everything, and then realizing, oh, okay, well, maybe I thought his tag partner was going to be Sami Callihan. I wasn't disappointed with it. They still had a good match. The cool thing, then was it Jay White versus David Finlay? This was an okay match. It was obvious that the match was designed to make David Finlay David Finlay's the babyface, obviously. But man, the crowd was 100% behind Jay White. And to be fair, he is a much bigger star. So, but I love the fact that the Ishii came out to challenge him for the never openweight title. White basically telling him to piss off. And then the cool thing about this was he had a single statement that made me go, oh yeah, he's going to show up in AEW. He said, and I quote, that it doesn't matter if it's an Impact ring or an AEW ring, it's still his era. So, and I'm just, goddamn, dude, I'm telling you right now, at the pay-per-view, there's going to be a run-in the pay-per-view. There's going to be a run at the pay-per-view, and Bullet Club is going to clean friggin' Elite's clock. But then we got to our main event of the night, Lance Archer versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the IWGP US Championship. This was friggin' awesome, dude. All these people that are talking crap about AEW, like, oh, you guys talking about how you bringing all these old people in for WWE and blah 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 blah, and you got Tanahashi coming in, winning the IWGP US title. Here's the difference: Tanahashi can still have a 5-star match. Bill Goldberg can't go 5 minutes without gassing out and damn near killing the Undertaker. Okay, that's the difference here. Okay, Christian put on a 4-star match with Kenny Omega on a friggin' regular television show. So Christian can still go. And their match went, what was it, like 22 minutes or something like that?
Something like that.
It went, yeah. So that you can't compare the two. You really can't. And here's the thing. I don't have a problem with them bringing in legends and doing stuff. I have a problem with them bringing in someone like Bill Goldberg and putting them over their younger talent when the dude's only going to be there for like a week. That's the issue that people have. They don't have an issue with them bringing back legends and stuff like that. They have an issue with them bringing back legends and then burying their main roster, which that's not happening. So
Goldberg versus The Fiend.
Goldberg versus The Fiend. Goldberg versus was it, who else did he beat? He beat The Fiend. He was supposed to. Did he beat the Undertaker in that match?
I don't think so, but I
don't remember. Think so. Yeah. Damn near killed him. It's like freaking hell, dude. But this was a really, really good match. What did you think about Archer's like little statement at the end? Do you think it made him look like too much of a face?
I don't think so. I mean, just showing due respect to the guy. I mean,
the guy's a freaking legend, man.
To honor the guy like that, I mean, he deserves it.
Yes, his hair did look amazing.
And that's the only title that Tanahashi's never won.
Yep. And he's now White can't claim that he's the only Triple Crown winner in New Japan, because now Tanahashi is the second. So, but yeah, dude, I thought it was a fun match. It was a great night. It's friggin' New Japan, dude. You know,
I'd love to see Tanahashi. I mean, Tanahashi come to AEW and put the belt up.
Supposedly, Moxley went to Tony Khan and said that he wanted to put his challenge for to Tanahashi, because remember, Moxley was ringside of that show. Looked like he was pissed off and wanted to fight the winner. He's gone to Tony Khan, and he's trying to get Tony Khan to work out Tanahashi defending it on in AEW. Which, if they do that, that has to be on a pay-per-view, dude. That has to be on a pay-per-view.
I wonder if you're gonna, because it's the 17th. You got
2 weeks.
You got less than 3 weeks till this pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to. I mean,
they've only got what? They've only got like 3 matches now, right?
Soon you're gonna start. Well, I think it is gonna hinge on if Punk comes out Friday.
There's
a possibility you could set him up. We got almost 3 weeks to set him up to be in some kind of match at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And
so Omega's defending the belt against Christian.
Yep.
That's one match. You'll
probably have Britt in the match. I don't know who's going to go against.
There's then Punk versus Darby will probably be his first match, because Darby challenged him. And there's one other match that I think that's set up for the pay-per-view, and I can't remember what it is. But yeah, they got to start. They got to start solidifying the card for this thing.
Yeah.
Dude, if Tanahashi debuts in AEW at that friggin' show, that show is going to be bonker shit. all the New Japan fans will buy that show, even if they're not AEW fans. All the New Japan fans will buy that show because it's Tanahashi. But anyway, let's move on from that. We got to talk about AAA, man.
Yes.
So again, another show where there was crazy amount of cross promotion. You had people from Impact, you had people from NWA, you had people from AEW, people from New Japan, and then of course all the stars from AAA. But the big takeaway, Kenny Omega defeating Andrade. Andrade had the Nature Boy Ric Flair in his corner. Woo! And his wife.
Backstage.
No, she was in the crowd, wasn't she?
What? Maybe. I don't think they showed her, did they?
I
didn't watch the pay-per-view, and who knows?
Now I did manage to watch the match. I don't remember if they showed her. If they did, it was really quick.
And Kenny had Conan on his side.
Yes, which was cool because they showed them making a deal for him to be in his corner. But she was so awesome, dude. The crowd lost their freaking mind when freaking Flair walked out. It was amazing, man. Kim said, absolutely. Yeah, it was, dude, they will lose their mind if that happens. But Hicks Villain said the biggest crossover was Marvel. Yeah. But Kenny Omega defeated Andrade. Originally, he was supposed to lose to Andrade.
Yes.
But they made the decision to take the Impact belts off of him and put him on Christian. And they told them, well, we don't want to lose twice. Okay, she did stay in the back. Okay. All right. So yeah, for legal reasons, Malacia said she stayed in the back. But here's the thing. When they made a decision, they didn't know he was going to come walking out with Ric Flair. Andrade. They didn't know Andrade was bringing Flair. When Kenny found out, he actually went to Andrade and offered to lose because that's how big of a deal they thought it was that Flair was walking out with Andrade like that. So he actually went to him and said, hey, man, you know, if you want this to happen, you know, I'll sign off on it. And apparently Andrade said, nah, you know, because I guess the plan is he's going to drop the belts to him here shortly after that. But yeah, because there was a lot of back and forth with that. Yeah, dude, that's how important the freaking dude is.
Could we see Woo on Wednesday night?
Very possible, dude.
Woo.
Andrade said he wants his whole family in AEW. So yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. That's how much respect people put on Ric Flair's name. You know, the fact that Kenny was willing to like, hey man, I don't care about the optics of it. I'll drop the belt to you if you want.
Yeah, because less than a week after Ric Flair was released, there was talk that he's gonna be signing with AEW.
Yeah.
Got Tully, Arn, and a Nature Boy.
Well, see, here's the thing though. There's some drama between Rick and Arn.
There is.
But at their age and everything, this is kind of the time when you iron things like that out. And you would hope that being that they were such good friends through their entire lives, that maybe that's going to be the case. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. If I see those three guys together, I'm going to legit have a man tier. So
it's all about this. If they respect each other, as long as they've known each other, they'll work it out. Yep. And
Kim Smith says, yes, that he is going to show up. I would not be shocked at all if that dude walked out. And if he did, man, that the freaking lid is going to blow off that place.
And I don't have a problem with him being out there with Rick and Chavo.
Mm-hmm.
Both. Really don't.
The other big match, Phoenix and Pentagon, the Lucha Brothers defeated Hijo del Vikingo, Laredo Kid, Taurus, and Brian Cage. A couple more crossovers there to retain the AAA tech. I don't know why they don't come out with the AAA. Kenny comes out with the AAA belt.
Yep.
Why aren't Penta and Phoenix coming out with the AAA belt?
Oh, maybe they will.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's like, dude, bring them out there, man. Promote that stuff. Really, and then another crossover match. Deonna Purrazzo defeated Fabia Pachi. I can't remember. I'm not pronouncing the name. To take the AAA. I'm gonna butcher the name of this. Basically, the AAA women's title, the Reina de Reinas title.
Don't pull a Dusty,
dude. I'm a mush mouth. You know me. But so Deonna Purrazzo, she's now Deonna 2 belts. She's awesome, man. She's going to be in NWA's Empower tournament for the women's tournament. You know, there's going to be some AEW women over there.
Yep.
Please just say "Son of the Viking." I give you the pass. Okay, man. Yeah, dude. That's I don't want to be disrespectful and just completely butcher these people's names, but dude, I can barely speak English. So, yeah, so there was a whole lot of crossover during that show, but man, a lot is being made about the fact that Ric Flair, Queen of Queens, you got to pass. See, that's what someone told me that's what the name of the title was, but then they said, no, you have to pronounce it the other way. Red Velvet. Yeah, dude, Red Velvet's match with Britt was good. Full props to her for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, and apparently the situation with Charlotte, she got a pass for it, you know, just even though she was supposed to be in that Charlotte show, she got a pass to just leave and go.
She's a golden child. She's a golden girl of WWE.
Johnny, you never worried about butchering my name. Rude. Well, dude, you never tell us your name. You never tell us your name, bro. And you, and because you claim that we'll never be able to pronounce it, which you're probably right. But thanks for showing up, brother. Appreciate it. Fantasia said, "Hi guys, what's up, Fantasia?"
Hey, Fantasia.
Kim Smith, she's going to be in Empower. Yeah, and honestly, I think not only is Deonna Purrazzo going to be in Empower, I think she's going to win it. So I think she's going to win it. And I can't remember. I think in the Empower tournament, The winner gets a shot at the women's NWA title, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, then give the win to what's her name, Mickie James.
Mickie James, dude, no, Mickie James should not. Mickie James should be. She's running the thing. She shouldn't be in the thing. You know, if she's going to be an executive, be an executive.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind seeing her in the ring, dude. She can still go.
Yeah. Speaking of, while we're on the subject, speaking of women, Hicksville brought it up. Sasha and Belair.
Yes. So there's still no word.
They had a couple matches. They were not able to have the matches for one reason or another. There's no announcements from WWE as to why one or the other or both could not make the matches. But the latest rumor is their match at SummerSlam might not happen.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of drama coming out of I don't
know if it's COVID
WWE.
related. I don't know if it's a Lacey Evans and somebody's pregnant issue. Who knows?
Yeah. Another thing, it's one drama story after the other. With WWE, it's the thing with Bianca and Sasha. This is the second week in a row. They were supposed to be on the show and they weren't.
Yep.
Red Velvet's supposed to be an Empower. Yeah, I heard someone say there's a couple people that they said was supposed to be an Empower. They said Red Velvet is supposed to be an Empower. Ty Conti is supposed to be an Empower. And who was the other person? I want to say Layla Hirsch. I think Layla Hirsch was supposed to be at Empower. So, and then there's also on the Impact side, Deonna Purrazzo is supposed to be in Empower. Jordan Grace is supposed to be at Empower, and someone else I can't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of rumors about who's going to be there. It's going to be interesting to see who it is, though. Johnny Cage said, "What do you all calling on this possible Darby versus Punk time limit draw?" No, I think he beats Darby. I think you can't have Punk come into the company and his first match is a time limit draw. You can't do that. It has to be a solid win. My guess is they're beef and they can't come to terms to do business. That's possible.
I don't want to see Hicks Villains.
Dude, they already made the match. They already made Alexa versus Eva Marie, and it's gonna be awful.
No, she who shall not be named had her companion picked up by Dewdrop.
Dude, I'm so over that crap. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great show too, Kim. But yeah, it's yeah, was it oh yeah, WWE announced that they're going to have another show in Charlotte. They scheduled another show in Charlotte, and it's going to be on New Year's Eve. And a lot of people are like they're already like dragging it, being like will Charlotte be in Charlotte this time? And dude, they're really good. But the other big piece of drama that's coming out of WWE is the USA Network is pissed. USA Network, when the WWE announced that they were planning to record the NXT shows instead of doing them live, apparently the executives over at USA Network called them up and says, "Hey, we didn't pay you for a recorded show. We paid you for a live show." So apparently they're really, really upset about that. So at this point, NXT is just in complete chaos. Which really sucks because up until about, a couple months ago, NXT was the best product that WWE was putting out, hands down. And right now they said that like morale there is just terrible. Everybody's afraid for their job. After that mandate that came down about the age limit and the size limit and everything, 2/3 of their stars are like losing their crap. So, dude, that I call absolute bullshit on this. That will never have. Dude, Vince will not let Charlotte go until he absolutely has to. That is his golden girl. That is his golden goose. I don't know how much time is left on her contract. And considering how close she is with Andrade, she might actually jump ship. But until the last second of the last day of her contract, Vince will hold on to her like a vice.
Yep.
And he will offer her a ridiculous amount of money to keep her. She is the prototype of what he likes in his women. So, Johnny said 2-drop is the new Fiend. Oh my God, dude. Darby can take the L. He's over like we're over. Yeah, exactly. He's like Darby is in a really interesting position right now. Darby's in the same position as Orange Cassidy. Like for different reasons. Obviously, Orange Cassidy is a gimmick character, and Darby is just like becoming a legitimate light heavyweight star. But he could take an L and it would not affect him at all. So yeah, and like I said, with Punk coming in, he can't have a loss. He can't have a draw. He has to have a win. And dude, Vince would fire the entire women's roster if that's what it took to keep Charlotte on that show. He will not however much time is left on her contract, he's going to hold on to that, and he will drive a truck of money up to her house.
He would put the championship on her before he would let her go.
If
that's what she wanted.
Yeah. If she said, I want to win the Raw Men's Championship, Vince would legitimately mull it over. Johnny says, nah, Charlotte and Rhea need to have as many matches as Orton and Cena before she goes away. That's 50-50 booking for you, man. I didn't watch a whole lot of Raw this week. I watched SmackDown. This ain't the UFC. Punk can't take an ass whooping. Dude, I wonder if anybody's ever asked him if he regrets trying to go into the UFC like that. I'll tell you what, drew a bunch of money. So, but that's about it for me, man. What about you? You got anything else you want to talk about, or any other stories that you think are relevant, or?
Just we're going to try. Hopefully, we're able to do it. We're looking to do the live reaction to the All Out pay-per-view on September 6th.
Yeah. We're going to try to do on this channel. We're going to try to do live reaction, just like we did this weekend. We're going to, for Resurgence, we're going to try and do the same thing for the next AEW show, which if everything pans out the way we think it's going to, this could be like a one for the record books, man.
Fingers crossed for Friday night.
Yep. Yeah, dude, I actually thought about possibly even going live on Friday just to watch, just to see if he comes out.
If you hear that Cult of Personality song, just
yep. See, I'm amazed that somebody like if Tony Khan, like, Tony Khan will go buy that song for him.
Oh yeah,
100%. He'll go get that song for him. I'm amazed because there are people that actually watch them when they copyright songs like that. There are people that are watching those things specifically for stuff like this. So I'm amazed that unless he's going to do it at the last minute.
Either that, or he might ask to have the song the one time at Rampage, and then request licensing
after,
so that there's no possibility of that rumor going out.
Mm-hmm. But he said he'd like to fight again, but AJ said she likes his face as it is. Yeah, dude, he got wrecked. He got wrecked in those freaking fights. But
the chance and the signs and whatever this Friday night,
I want to see. Well, I want to see what the environment's like tomorrow, because if we're getting as close as we're getting to this thing, if there's more and more of those signs in the crowd tomorrow, man, if he doesn't come out on Friday, holy crap! If he doesn't at least make an appearance on Friday, they're gonna lose their minds.
And if he makes an appearance, they're going to lose.
Oh yeah, but in a good way. We should come out to Mr. Roboto. Watch Vince re-sign the song and give it to Repackage July. Oh my god, dude. I don't even want to think about that. That's I would not be. Here's the thing though. The people who own the song might not give them exclusive rights for it. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Vince does petty stuff. I don't think he's going to do that. Yeah, if he ain't going to show up, they better cancel the show because, like I said, they'll burn that place down like Oakland lost twice. Okay, it's going to be a friggin' nightmare
for either Elias or Baron Corbin. They should have their new theme song be "Somebody Call My Mama."
Somebody call my mama. All right, I think we're done. Thanks to everybody that showed up: Johnny Cage, Maldacito, Hicks Villain,
Fantasia,
Kim Smith. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. Fantasia, and I think that's everybody. And anybody else that's watching that is lurking, or anybody watches later, we appreciate it. Please hit that like, subscribe, share this out on your social media. Help us grow this thing out, and we will see you guys next week. I want Lily to come out to cut the dude. I'll burn the damn place down if that happens. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Take it easy.